Hey. Welcome in. Yours truly, the voice, Mr. Savoir Faire, the DL Marshall. And welcome once again to another edition of Marsh Media News Update. You know, the news where you guys make public and we make it popular. All right. Sitting in solo dolo shotgun is none other than Mr. Savoir Faire, who has been everywhere this past week. And we traveled on last Monday. That's the reason why you didn't get the news last week, but we got a recap for you. And first of all, let me say big up and congratulations to all those that won at the Gospel Choice Music Awards. Shout out to Jeffrey Holmes and his Gospel Choice Music Awards committee and staff. Stellar job once again. Awesome people that I've met, colleagues in the industry of radio, as in music and other media content. Thank you guys for coming in and joining in. And we're going to get the early birds. We're going to read some early bird comments. What up, D to the L? What's up, Brony Cat? And thank you so much for joining Marsh Media News Update. And as y'all know, you come on in, just say hello. We'll give you a big up real quick. We've got some news. I want to get into some thank yous real quick, because on Saturday, you got a chance to release our comedy special on our own stream platform outlet, which is on patreon.com/Marsh Media ENT. That's patreon.com/Marsh Media ENT. And this is what we released. Yeah. And to all you guys that viewed it and left comments of how it had you in stitches, how wholly hilarious it was. Thank you so much for viewing the stream. Now, here it is. The video is still up there. It's only $5. You can go now. Now, a couple of people were hitting up the PR team, responded to you guys, and they were like, I'm on here. I got the membership. I can't see it. Well, guess what? You're not going to be able to see it with the free subscription. That's why we told you, as you saw here, look again. See right there in that gold circle with the red 5 with the money sign? Yeah, that means in order to see that special plus some other exclusive content to patreon.com/Marsh Media ENT, you have to subscribe the $5 subscription. All right. And then once you do that, you'll be able to see my first ever half-hour special called The DL Marshall, a Gentleman at the Gym. All right. So, man, hopefully you guys are on here that saw it. You enjoyed it. Those that are on here that didn't, you'll go get the subscription. And as always, you know, we've got the best news for you. If you are just now joining Marsh Media News Update, man, we give you news that you make public. We make it popular with a comedic twist. You know, we're going to add a little humor. I can't help it. I'm a comedian. So, yeah. So guess what, y'all? Your boy, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith has put his foot in his mouth again. Yeah. Stephen Smith has placed his foot in his mouth again. I know a lot of people are like, oh, poor Stephen. But look, just like I'm fixing to give commentary right now on Stephen A. Smith's situation, when you come across these airways, these streaming platforms, these channels, and you make it public, you are open to public scrutiny or public opinion on what it is you lay out, right? So check this out. Stephen A. Smith has, he's had a litany of black on black assaults with his commentary. And it seems as though the complaint from a lot of people in his comments are that he goes hard on black folks and he turns a blind eye to what white counterparts may be doing worse than what he's reporting on black athletes, black entertainers, black celebrities. Hey, subjective. I kind of agree. Sometimes he leans in a little harder with his commentary on the brothers than he do the others. But hey, that is Stephen A. Smith, the character, the motif, the synonymous personality that we've come to make popular and created his celebrity from journalist to television personality. Well, what are you talking about, DL? Well, first of all, you look at Kyrie Irving, that's the first one he went in hard on, went in hard. Pause. No Diddy. Shame we got to do that in today's society. But he gave very belittling and it seemed like unfair critique, a personal viewpoint on Kyrie Irving. And he went in relentlessly. I don't think that's a pause. No. So he was called out by Jay Williams on his show as Jay Williams was on as a guest. And Jay Williams said, dang, Steve, it seemed like, Stephen, that you are taking this from being professional to personal. How dare you, Jay Williams, say that I, a professional journalism for over 35 years, is making this personal. I make it all about the facts. I make it all about, y'all get it. Yeah. So Stephen A. Jackson denied it till he got a call from one he respects and he considers the OG, none other than Kenny Smith. Y'all know Kenny Smith that is on the NBA Tonight show with Shaq, Charles Barkley, and Eisen. Yeah. So Kenny called him up, dropped him conversation, told him, look, man, you got to do better than what you're doing. This does seem personal. Kyrie's a kid, and he's a kid from our block. So actually, the OG called down on him, say, hey, man, what you doing ain't straight. It ain't cool. Come up off the brother. Any problem you may have with the brother's dad, then you settle that with the dad, but come up off the brother. That was one. Second was the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark comments, where he stated that Caitlin Clark was snubbed for not being on the USA women's basketball team. Stephen A. felt as though she was more, I guess, popular than any other woman, more deserving than any other woman that was on the team. She could bring more revenue in for the league if they just placed her on. And that he went on a stint that she was actually better than the women that were on there. Then he went back and said, well, maybe not better, but who could you make an argument for taking her off? And he made his arguments. All right. Then you had Monica McNutt and come on his show. They got into a heated exchange. Monica hasn't been seen on the show since. Monica says it's because she's on vacation, nothing other than. We take their word for it. But then Stephen A. took a different direction than Shannon Sharp by Shannon Sharp inviting Monica on the show to give her uninterrupted side of what she meant, while Stephen A. Smith went on his personal platform and went on a rant about how much he's done for the game of women's basketball, how much he's put interest on the eyes on the WNBA, as well as how many female personalities he's had on his show and made their career or helped jumpstart and ignite. And a lot of people have said that Stephen A. Smith has definitely gone to that avenue and that way of saying, hey, look what I've done for you. How dare you speak out against me? I've made you type of attitude. So a lot of people got pushback on that. Thirdly, Will Smith. I know. Now, I kind of see where Stephen was going with the whole Will Smith thing, to whereas, you know, he was put on ice for a little while, and now all of a sudden he's coming out with the Bad Boys 4 Ride or Die with Martin Lawrence, which was an exceptional movie. I did go and see it. And it seemed as though he's gotten a pass from that aspect. But if you really in touch with our community, you understand that people ain't forgot what Will Smith had done. People ain't forget a lot of things that went on between him and Jada Pinkett Smith. But this is my point on it. We live in a society where we say we are under the Judeo-Christian belief factor, right? Everybody's talking about, oh, I'm so spiritual. Oh, I'm so holy. Oh, I'm such a Christian. Oh, I believe and forget. But we don't allow redemption. Now, here's the deal. I believe it would behoove Will Smith to get an apology over to Chris Rock. Chris Smith. Now, let me stop. He needs to get an apology over to Chris Rock as well as Tony Rock, because Tony is like, it's still on site. Will, you smacked my brother, man. And when Tony Rock was asked, how would he respond if Will Smith came into a place or a space that he was in? And he said, I really don't know, but I know it determines on the energy that Will Smith comes into the room, which leads us to the fourth and now situation, which I'm sure won't be the last of Stephen A. Smith, is he's now saying shame on BET and the BET Awards for placing O.J. Simpson's picture in the memorandum section of those in our community that we lost. Steve, come on, man. The juice is dead. He's gone, man. The juice is gone. Ain't no more juice in the carton. He gone. He up out of here. If it's nothing but for more than the sake of respecting the dead, the decedent, man, why wouldn't you want OJ remembered? Why is it an issue for you to see them remember one of the greatest sports figures, one of the greatest running backs ever to put on a uniform and run a football? We're talking about all his accomplishments far well and before he met Nicole Brown Simpson, all the way back to USC, entering into with the Buffalo Bills, and even ending his career with the San Francisco 49ers. Why would you not, Stephen A. Smith, want that to be remembered? Oh, but I know what the real deal is. It don't matter to y'all and people like y'all that he was found innocent in a court of law. He was acquitted because he was found innocent in a court of law. But that don't matter to y'all because in your heart, you still feel like he did it. Well, Stephen, you can't get upset when people feel as though what you're doing is what you did. Even though in a lot of areas you say, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Find me innocent. You want people to give you grace that you won't even give a dead man. That's where I split ways with saying, Steve, man, that's a little hard. The man is gone. Was he not a great NFL running back? Did he not help people such as Michael Jordan and now even LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, as an athlete, be respected in the boardrooms to get endorsements? Hurts, Yeah, he was not the best husband, maybe not even the best father. But was he married to you? Was he married to your sister? Did he have a baby by you? I'm just saying, Stephen A., the man passed. You don't want him acknowledged. You want him just erased. Erased. Just, you as bad as Caitlyn Jenner by saying good riddance. But I guess Caitlyn can say good riddance because she said good riddance to Bruce. And if she can say good riddance to Bruce, she can say good riddance to anybody. Although Bruce killed a couple people with his car. Let's go to the comments. See what y'all say in the chat. I'm missing all the good stuff. Kenny the Jet Smith, that's right. But why is the Celtics for sale? I guess they ain't making that money. Hey, what's up, cousin Sissy? What's going on? Leetta Marshall Jackson. Salute to you. Heart to you. Let's put it in the chat. Let's see what y'all think about what we're saying about the Stephen A. Smith situation. Has he taken it too far by saying that BET was terribly wrong for giving accolades or even a mention or remembering O.J. Simpson in a memorandum photo collage? Remember again, it's not like that they had a big type of to-do. It's not like they gave him an award for being the best of this and the greatest of that. Only thing they did was, when people die and the next award show come up, they put them in the picture collection, the picture album that nobody is ready to get in, but all of us one day is going to be a part of that picture album. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That situation. So yeah, we are looking as far as that to say, my God in heaven, Stephen A. Smith why don't you want us to remember O.J. Simpson? Now, put it in the comments if you feel like Stephen A. Smith. Just go ahead and put it in the comments if you feel like him. Put it in the comments. If y'all feel like O.J. Simpson should not have been added and to remember, put in the comments. And if you don't mind, chat, tell us why. Why shouldn't OJ have been remembered? I just want to know, because it seems as though nothing's wrong with that. Go ahead and remember the guy. He's not doing anything wrong. All right, we got also coming up, and we're going to come back to the chat as we always do at the end of the show. So if this is your first time in, hang back. We're going to get into more comments in between each story. All right. So now we got coming up none other than my girl, Fly Girl, the Barbie of the Bayou herself, that is now taking her limits to the sky and above. None other than Angel Reese, who at the time of I'm reporting this has taken the record and broke it, and now pushing 12 straight double-doubles. 12 straight double-doubles. And Angel Reese is now history in the making, submitting herself pretty much without it even being a question of being this year's Rookie of the Year. That's right. I pretty much believe if she gets to 14 double-doubles, I think you would rip her off if she's not Rookie of the Year. That's just my opinion and assessment right here. I think if she does not get Rookie of the Year, she's been robbed. And shame on politics being in sports. But I'll tell you some other people that probably feel the same way as I'm feeling about Angel Reese and her being just unlimitedly gifted and talented, and a far front runner for Rookie of the Year is Reese's Pieces. That's right. Mars Candy. Marsh Media News Group, Mars, M&M's, candies, the Reese's Pieces. Y'all like us play on words. Yeah. Long lost relatives. Don't y'all forget us. But Reese's Pieces has now reached out to Angel Reese, and both sides are in talks for Angel Reese being an ambassador and endorsing Reese's Pieces. Listen, man. Angel Reese, colorful. Reese's Pieces, colorful. Angel Reese, delicious, I guess, is what they're saying to push. Angel Reese, last name. Get out of that one real quick. Whoa! Got out of that one. Reese's Pieces. So yeah, I think that would be a good fit. Put her on the box with some colorful nails, with their sky uniform. Angel Reese, shout out to you, man. And what I like about Angel Reese, she is still in partnership with Amazon. I want to say a few others that she had since college, and that carried over to the NBA, WNBA. And she is doing her thing. So kudos to you, Angel. And yeah, congratulations, man. So if you have not got a chance to become a fan or even view one of the WNBA games, man, even on YouTube, you can find the games now popping up all over YouTube. Find your local listings by Googling the WNBA schedule 2024, and you will find your favorite game. Man, listen, two of my favorites are really rocking out. That is Asia Wilson, current MVP and front runner to repeat as MVP of the Las Vegas Aces. Oh, and Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky. Two of my favorites are really doing their thing. All right, y'all. We're going to continue on with Marsh Media News Update. Thank you guys for the likes. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Those of you that are watching us via our YouTube channel, Marsh Media, well, channel I-70 MMBE on YouTube, channel I-70 MMBE, which stands for Marsh Media. backstage entertainment. All right. You guys make sure you subscribe here, like here. If you're watching us via our our Facebook channel, continue to share, continue to like, continue to comment, and we're gonna check you out in the chats. Hey, look here. We reported before that a lady didn't like being categorized, put in the side piece situation. She got down back around Christmas. We reported this story back around Christmas. She went and she did like Whitney Houston. Yeah, she did the Whitney Houston. She gave all her love to him. Yeah, she was saving and then she gave all her love to him. And once he got all her love, he was like, hey, I got some family getting ready to gather for the Christmas holidays, and you're going to have to dip. Dip, baby, dip, come on, and dip, baby, dip, come on. And well, y'all get it. And so he's like, you got to bounce. And she's like, wait a minute, we ain't even exchanged gift. He said, yeah, we did. That's what we just did. So if you want to shower, you can go ahead and shower, but you got to get up out of here, you know. And so she was like, oh, you low down, dirty, no good. Ooh. Yeah. And so he's like, whoa, sweetheart, I ain't dirty. I ain't low down. I ain't no dog. I told you what this was when you was on your way over here. Yeah, it was a Christmas, Black Friday, smash and grab. That was it. You know, I hope you got out of it what I got out of it. So that's a story. Now another story has jumped in that I don't know what these brothers is doing to these little girls, or I don't know why these little girls so emotionally and mentally unstable, but new reports come out of Illinois that a young lady invited a guy over, and he came over and she wanted to get down with the get down, and he said, well, I got to get back. And so he's like, oh, I can't find my keys. So they looking all around the house for the keys, and she had taken his keys, took his house key off, right? And so stuck the keys in the couch. They digging again, look again. Oh, here they go. They must fell out my pocket. So he drives home. He gets to the crib. He's like, hey, where my? She done clipped my house key. So he done found a way to get his spare key. He get up in the house. He got people coming over. He got like a little balcony, little nice little crib they show, little balcony area. And he got a few little honeys over, you know, and they in Utah, you know, they having a good time. And all of a sudden, one of the young ladies say, hey, sound like somebody moving around upstairs. He's like, shouldn't be nobody here. They like, nah, I'm hearing somebody moving around upstairs. He's like, all right, well, y'all hold tight. I'm gonna go upstairs. He go upstairs. She said, you left without the gift. I invited you over. Here it is. She's sitting on his bed, stark bucket naked. She done broken this man's house to give him the putty tat that he ran away from. First of all, young lady, no me no, right? You said, here it is at your house. He said, nah, I'm cool on that. And you took, no me no. So you sisters think that women can't rape men? Let the story continue. All right. So all of a sudden, he like, look, you got to go. I got company that. No, you ain't got no. So the girls hear the commotion. They like, look, we just meeting partner. I ain't got time. They leave. So he heard run downstairs. Oh, see, man, you done ran away my company, man. Messed up my night. Well, it don't have to be a total waste. So he does the unthinkable, the most regrettable, and he smashes and grabs. After he smashed, he grabbed for the remote on the TV, hit the remote, and said, all right, what you about to do? The most dreaded words that anybody wants to hear after being in an intimate encounter. So yeah, after that, she like, oh, I know you ain't thinking you about to do me like that twice in one night. I ain't done nothing to you. I told you I had some gatherings I'm fixing to do. You wasn't invited. You invited yourself. You invited yourself in. You came in here. So he winds up calling the police. Police come. She's still sitting in the same place she was sitting when he ran downstairs to check on his guest. When he came back upstairs to tell her she ran his guest off, she's sitting in the same place she was sitting when he called the police. Police arrived. They like, oh, ma'am, you want to cover yourself up? I ain't. You came in here. He's like, I just want her gone. Well, you didn't want me gone. We just had sex. That's the clean version because that's not the word she used. Yeah, long story short, y'all. This girl broke in this man's house. He mistakenly fell in. Not mistakenly, regrettably fell in. They did what they did. He wanted her to leave. She wouldn't leave. Man, this girl performed and acted a fool, fighting police. Man, I sure hope that boy used protection because he don't want to have a baby by this chick. Listen, they put her in handcuffs, hog face down in the back seat of the police car. And do you know, not once, but twice this girl came up out them handcuffs, beating on the windows. When the police kind of turned to slide her back, she like, oh, yes. That's a fool. Guys, she was pretty. She was built. But beauty's only skin deep. Yeah. Let's go over to the comments. What in the stalker is going on? I know. So he didn't ask for his key back. She wasn't giving nothing back. She's like, we go together. We live together. We belong together. And I ain't leaving. Unless Jesus come down here himself and say, okay, you have to come with me. I ain't going nowhere. When Dream Girls, Jennifer Hudson and Jennifer Holiday said, and I am telling you, I ain't going nowhere, was a person. And if you looked at her, you'd be like, initially, I can't believe that somebody this pretty would do it. And then when you saw the mug shots, though, and how she was gazingly looking and then had that slight little deranged grin, you like, I knew you. You Brandy from Thin Line. Yeah, man. It's a whole lot going on. Fellas, be careful. Ladies, let go. Let go. Let go. And I will say this. And so much going on in the LBC and all over the other places in the world. Ladies, you are not being played if you go ahead and give to consideration of giving your body away when a man has not given himself to you. Just saying. Hard facts. You might want to catch the very first episode of Dang DL, which is coming real soon, like possibly tomorrow soon. So we're going to talk about that. Is he a dog or are you just an unsuccessful dog catcher? Sound like in that title. Either way it go, he's a dog. All right. We're going to go to the chat real quick. Let's go to the chat. Chat. What do you think about Reese's Pieces with Angel Reese? What do you think about Stephen A. Smith and all his commentary from OJ to Kyrie Irving? And what do you think about this young, uninvited guest? My man, now I would say this, my man was wrong for smashing that. And you didn't want her there. That you should have just called the police before you got down, because that's what the police was stuck on. The police was like, man, are you kidding us? Are you playing games? Why would you sleep with this woman if you knew you did not want her here? So yeah, that's my question. If you know you ain't gonna be with him, if you know you don't want him, try hard. Pun intended. Try hard to walk away. Yeah. All right, man. If you have any news that you would like reported or heard covered on Marsh Media News Update with DL Marshall, then this is what you have to do. Go to Marsh Media 24. That's the number 2 and the number 4 at gmail.com. You can also always feel free to tip us here at Marsh Media News by going to our Cash App, $ Marsh Media LLC. That's $ Marsh Media LLC. And if you like the news, you can tip as little or as much as you want so that we can continue to broadcast you the best news on the internet. All right, man. I have enjoyed my time with you guys. We have kept it right at the half-hour news update on today. So remember, the next time that y'all make it public, we're going to do our darnest to make it popular. Hey, man, Mr. Savoir Affairs everywhere, the DL Marshall. Till the next time.